I'm Stéphane Bérubé. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for Western Europe and UK for L'Oréal. It's going to be my pleasure at AdTech to talk about how a 108 years company have taken the challenge and successfully transformed itself to do marketing at the digital age. Transformation should be a priority for all companies, all agencies of any countries, any zone. The world is changing out there. Everyone knows that. What we don't know is how do we need to adapt necessarily for it. I don't think, and I don't say L'Oréal has necessarily the recipe for success, but I have to say that I'm very proud of the transformation that we have been able to execute at L'Oréal over the last 4 or 5 years, and this globally. And I'm talking about transformation from the way we do marketing, transformation also from a talent perspective, transformation from a cultural standpoint, and also all the enablers, then the technology that we need to support this. We used to do marketing in a very creative way with very talented people and agencies, and that was enough. Today there's a need for technology in what we're doing, and technology is affecting everything we do. It's affecting the marketplace, as we all know with the e-commerce. It's affecting everything related to what we used to call PR with all the influencers and all these new models of UGC, etc. And then it's also affecting the world of media and the data. We're trying to achieve actually 3 things at L'Oréal with this big transformation. The first one is in terms of e-commerce. We want to accelerate e-commerce. We know that the consumer are out there buying online, then we want to have more than our fair share of e-commerce. The second thing we're trying to achieve is improve the consumer experience that they have with our brands. We can talk about personalization, we can talk about VR experience, we can talk about any experience you want, but we have the mandate to offer to our consumer the best experience, and now technology is allowing us to do this. And the last one is related to how do we communicate to our consumer a very different way. We used to talk to consumer a lot, maybe not listen enough. Now with the new social platform, the new technology, we have to also listen as much as we talk, and what we call this at L'Oréal is we have to engage with consumer a much different way that we used to do. Influencers, social, UGC, it has to be now in the middle, in the center of what we're doing. And the reason why is this is where marketers get to know their consumers. This is where marketers get to engage with their consumers. 2018 for me, for Western Europe, for L'Oréal anyways, it's all about personalization. We are talking a lot about data. I think data is not a bad thing for consumer if you do it the right way. And I think in 2018 what I wish for Western Europe is that L'Oréal is able to bring much more relevancy and personalization to our consumers of all our brands of L'Oréal. Regarding automation, I personally think absolutely friend. And I will explain a bit why. Automation is allowing us now to compile is using a lot of data. If you think about artificial intelligence versus, for example, a simple algorithm. If 2 consumers now goes on Google and they look for the same word, skincare. If a man or a female look for the skincare on Google, they're gonna get the same information because it's algorithm basis. If with artificial intelligence automation, what we're gonna be able to do is we're gonna have 2 consumers, a man and a female, searching on something like skincare, but they will be able to get relevant, specific content based on their historicals, based on the data. And I think the automation will also lead much more relevancy in terms of content and also creative. If you think about, for example, dynamic creative, we're gonna be able to serve the most relevant personalized advertising or communication to every consumer a very different way. The barriers are finally just inexistent anymore. If you think, for example, at a local view of customers versus now we have global retailers like Amazon. When you think about brands like L'Oréal that are distributed in many countries, that's a challenge at the same time, but that's the opportunity is how L'Oréal can be relevant and personalize its approach to every consumer globally, but at the same time use technology and big retailers from a global standpoint. It's a very good question, which city I like or I prefer between Montreal, New York, Paris, or London. I have to say that I've been here only for 5-6 weeks, but I really chosen to come to London. That was a dream for me to come to London with my family. I think London is an amazing city that brings a lot of history, architecture, but at the same time is at the forefront of innovation and technology. And that's what I like about London. I'm very excited to be at AdTech this year at the end of November. I will try to do my best to explain to you the best I can what L'Oréal is all about and the transformation we've been going through over the last 3-4 years. I hope to meet you there. Thank you.